Welcome to What Are You Reading? A podcast with the Public Library of Mount Vernon and Knox County. My name is Kristi, and today I'm sitting here with my co-workers, Jessica and Kristi, and we're going to be discussing The Babysitter, My Summer with a Serial Killer today. So, guys, you got to tell us a little bit about this. So, a little background, I know that one of the authors was actually the child being babysat by a serial killer.
This is based on a true story. It's set in the 60s. So not a lot of people were paying attention to, runaways and things like that. Girls missing, that kind of thing. It was a time of free love and drugs. And people just doing what they want to do. So, when women come up missing,
Sometimes they didn't get reported for months. Like some of the girls were 6 months before their mom even reported them missing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So this book was a page turner for sure.
I finished it in 2 days.
What? Oh my gosh.
I don't read like that anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, it's based on it's written on her, by her point of view, the girl, and what she saw as a child, the innocence of the child, not realizing what was going on around her.
Wow.
So the interesting thing is, this guy was known as the Cape Cod vampire.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's a scary guy. He's a really scary guy, but he was just like every other normal citizen. He was very well liked. He was attractive. He was funny. He just was like the American guy. But he was...
And even the police just let him go.
Yeah, his whole town was...
It's
just
just
Tony.
This guy. It's just Tony. It's okay.
Yeah, so, he turned out to be a sicko.
So I wondered, because there were a lot of comparisons of this book to Anne Rule's book about Ted Bundy, The Stranger Beside Me.
Yes.
So I kind of got that vibe that this was your everyday guy.
Yeah,
everybody liked.
Thought he would do something. Like, he took the girls, mom was out doing her thing at the bars and whatever, and just left the girls with whoever
would agree to babysit.
Sure.
It didn't matter who they were.
And Tony actually ended up being the handyman of the hotel that the mother owned. And they would go up there for the summers, and she would open up her hotel. And there were a couple of side stories. Like, there was a gentleman that every year he would live in one of the cabins, and he was a cross-dresser, and he was very flamboyant about it and whatnot, but he just kept low-key and whatnot, and he was just kind of a permanent resident there.
Okay.
So he was a side story to all the,
Or like one of the babysitters.
Yeah. He was like one of the babysitters too. So it's just, the whole thing is just weird. The mom was very abusive to the one daughter, and not the other. And it comes out later. We're definitely giving spoilers here. So.
Oh yeah, sorry about that, guys. We should definitely say spoiler alert.
Spoilers here. So yeah, she was very abusive, not only verbally but mentally, and she's just a bad mom. She cared about him enough that she clothed them and took care of them, but virtually any kind of stranger, could
leave
watch
them wherever.
And actually, one of the most significant statements in the book is when she says that Tony was one of the kindest, gentlest people in her life.
Wow.
Growing up, she spent a lot of time with him.
And then after she found out as an adult who he was, and she asked her mom about, her mom's response was, "We didn't kill you, did he?"
Wow.
Yeah, she was very cold about it, like the whole time. There was a moment in the book where she reflects on her presence in her daughter's life, and she realized, oh wait, I have 2 little kids at home. I need to start thinking about them. So there was that at the end where, the mom finally realized that, okay, I need to get my stuff
she
together.
Be more present.
Yeah, but the whole story focuses on this Tony Costa guy. And like I said, he was picture perfect guy. Yeah. He had a wife. He had children. but he was constantly looking for a job.
Mhm.
You know, he was
the
heavy
town
into drugs.
druggie.
He was the town druggie, and actually he became the biggest dealer in
Wow.
the Cape Cod area.
Mhm.
So he had a couple of doctors that were like in his back pocket,
Oh.
and they gave him anything that he wanted. You know, and
And
eventually
then it went bad.
It went
after
bad.
They quit. giving
yeah, they
him
caught
drugs.
on and they stopped giving him
Okay.
drugs. So he made this one big final heist of this, pharmacy or whatever, and he stashed all this stuff in what he called the garden,
The churro woods.
the churro woods.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had read that he actually took Liza and her
All
sister
the
there,
time.
right?
Yes.
They took
Like,
them
yeah,
there all
they
the
went
time.
there.
Wow. And that's
And-
where his victims
Well,
were
and-
Yeah.
buried, right?
That
We was
is-
reading.
that is where the victims were found, but he also buried his stash of drugs there.
Oh my gosh.
So he would go out and he would find, dig up his drugs and whatnot, and he'd give them to people. But he also had out there his father's tools, which is what he used to kill and dismember these women. And he wasn't just a killer of these women. He killed them, raped their corpses, and cut them up, dismembered
Wow.
them, and then buried
buried
them in a shallow grave in this Churro Woods.
Wow.
Complete psycho.
Yeah.
And when he took the
Yeah.
girls there, he
Yeah.
was so excited because he told them, I just want to show you my garden.
Yeah.
I want to show you how beautiful
Yeah.
my garden is. And
Yeah.
they remember how soft the ground was
Oh, wow.
under their
Yeah.
feet.
And it was the first time that
And-
Liza actually got the feeling that
He's not good.
this isn't good.
I'm scared here. I want to go home.
Yeah.
And how old was she at the time?
9.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
And at 10
she
is when
said how
Tony
sad.
disappeared.
Yeah.
And she didn't know whatever had happened to him.
Okay.
He went
And her mom protected her from that.
Yeah.
Prison.
When he gone to prison.
Yeah, that part her mom protected her from,
Mhm.
knowing
Yeah, for the most part.
until she was older, an adult, when she found out
Mhm.
who he was.
It was really interesting too to see how the police were about, it couldn't be Tony. But it wasn't until 2 of the girls that came up missing, they had jobs, they had boyfriends, they were living like the American dream. They decided to go on a vacation with each other. The one was going to get married, and so the father and the boyfriend was like, this is not like these two. They haven't come back. And so they did their own investigating, and they ended up coming back to this place where they stayed. I don't know if it was a motel or what exactly it was, but they found a hairdryer and a sweater that the police
girls
completely overlooked. They completely overlooked.
when they searched the first
Yeah,
time.
but the dad and the boyfriend identified the sweater
And the
then
hairdryer.
called
Mm.
somebody back home to verify that the hairdryer belonged to one of the girls. And then the car.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Beetle.
they found the
They
car
found
in
it
the by the
abandoned.
garden.
By the garden.
Oh, wow.
And
with
so-
a sign that said out of gas.
Yeah.
So they ignored that.
Yeah. But a cop caught on from another town. He saw the vehicle and said, I know right where that's at. I'll show you. I can take you right to it. So that's when they took some people out and the car was gone. So then they decided to put together a task force. There's more details in between there of things
Sure.
that happened. But they put together a task force and they walked the woods, and that's when they find the hand.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. I mean, if that's not going to draw you in, like, what
Yeah.
else would get you to read this book?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm instantly sold. Like, there is a hand in the dirt. Sign me up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be my hand, but I want to
Yeah.
read about this.
Yeah.
Find me.
Yeah, exactly.
Love it.
So it was a really good book. I mean, completely twisted and demented. This guy was a complete sicko.
But what made it so different was the point of view it was written from.
Yeah.
I've never read a book
Yeah.
from that point of view.
And this was
Yeah.
Liza's, I should mention the authors are Liza Rodman and Jennifer Jordan.
Yes.
And this was Liza's first book. Is this her?
Yes.
Is that correct?
That's what it
Okay.
is.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you guys say pretty good, right?
Yeah.
You page
Oh,
turn, you
yeah.
couldn't put it down.
Yeah. And I can easily recall details of the story, and I read it a few months ago.
Wow.
So it stuck
says a
with
lot.
me. Yeah, it stuck with me. It's really, really sad. It's really sad.
Yeah, and a true, like you guys said, a true crime from the person that what it was for Babysitter. I mean, this is a totally different take. This isn't something you hear a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's really interesting to see it through a child's eyes, her memories.
Because the whole thing is written from a child's point of view.
Right.
She writes it
Right.
from her point of view as a child of what she saw and even what she didn't see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's like, what did my 9-year-old brain hide
Mhm.
from? Like, what did I
Because
actually
she has
see?
nightmares now.
Yeah.
Wow, there's a lot to unpack there
Yeah.
about the emotional toll that this has taken on her. Can she trust her memories?
Yeah.
Yeah, has she repressed things?
Yeah. And just being baffled by the fact that this guy was one of the
Good guys.
good guys.
Mm-hmm.
How do you
To
trust
her.
yourself?
Yeah, how do you
after
trust
that?
yourself? How do you trust anyone in your life?
Ever
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it was really interesting.
Wow. Well, I know that there's a ton of buzz about this book.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite questions to ask on this podcast is, if we're making a movie of this book,
Yeah.
who would you cast? Because I'm thinking this might happen very soon. So.
I've been thinking about this.
Okay.
It would be a good movie.
She is our movie
if I
watcher.
actually were to cast these people. I'm nobody, but anyway. So I think that Jared Leto
Oh.
would play a great Tony Costa.
Okay. Okay.
Can you see it?
Oh my
Can
gosh,
you
I
see
can
it?
totally see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and as Liza, I would cast 9-year-old Millie Bobby Brown
Oh.
as Liza.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. That would be
Stranger
awesome.
Things.
Oh my god. Like those two in a movie, they're just such phenomenal actors. Yeah.
I really would like to see this happen.
Casting agents out there
Warning,
listening to
Warner
this,
Brothers.
like-
Yeah, exactly.
Fox.
Please make this movie with these people in it. No, anyway, Emily Hampshire from
Oh.
Schitt's Creek.
Okay.
She plays Stevie
Yes.
as the mother.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
that's a good cast.
I know. Okay, so those are the main parts.
Uh-huh.
But I'm still thinking on the rest of the cast.
Yeah.
So, but
you gotta
those are
build
like
that.
the main characters.
Main characters. Yeah.
And
Oh,
Jared
yeah.
Leto,
That-
hands down,
Wow.
great.
It
He
seems
looks
like
like
that'd be
Psycho.
perfect. Yeah.
He's a
He
great
does. He
Psycho.
plays that role
Mhm.
so well.
Yeah.
But he can become anyone.
Yeah, he's attractive, yet he's mysterious.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and Millie Bobby Brown, she's just fantastic.
Yeah.
I love her as an actress.
Oh, I agree. Like as a child actor, and as she's becoming an adult, like her roles are just getting like more complex. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sure she would be great in that,
Yeah.
and be able to handle the emotional toll.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Of such
Stranger
a
Things was
heavy
amazing.
story.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that was heavy.
Yeah,
That was heavy.
definitely.
So, and if you haven't seen 12 Monkeys,
Yes.
the series,
Yes.
Emily Hampshire plays the main character that Brad Pitt played
I
in
never
the original 12
I didn't
Monkeys.
put that together because I've seen Schitt's Creek, and I've seen 12, but I didn't realize that.
She's amazing.
That's good.
I love her. So the rest of the cast would have to be thought of.
Yeah.
But those three, absolutely, for the main characters.
I feel like that'd be really strong.
Yeah.
And I bet this is going to be coming out soon. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a little chance they're not going to do something with this, either a limited
Yeah.
series, movie,
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because
And I will be
it's
watching it.
And look,
Yeah, right?
we marked spots in the book, so it was
that
It was
good.
powerful. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
Wow. I definitely want to read it. I mean, that's the whole point of this, right? Is for us to kind of
Yeah.
get excited and hear what people are reading. And I'd heard buzz about this, so it's definitely on my list now. And I want to know more about Tony Costa.
Yeah.
Yes, I've
as
listened
the
to
Cape
story-
podcasts
Cod Vampire.
now,
Yeah, there's a
and-
couple of podcasts out there
Okay.
on this.
You
Yeah.
can go to Morbid has. The girls
Okay.
from Morbid have
Yeah.
a really good 2-part
Ooh.
podcast on him.
Okay, yeah, I need to learn more. So, thank you guys so much for
Thanks
coming.
for letting us
That was
participate.
I
Yeah.
appreciate it so
Yes.
much, and I can't wait to pick it up. So, guys, again, this is The Babysitter, My Summer with a Serial Killer by Liza Rodman and Jennifer Jordan. We've got copies here at the library, so
You
stop
can
in.
also
pick
get
up.
them online on Libby.
Ooh,
They're available
Libby.
there. There's a wait list right now for it.
Oh,
I
wow.
tried to-
See, it's fine.
Same.
I just
Okay.
tried to get it. So
Yep. So we got you covered. If you're a digital person, if you want to come in person, we've got it. So thanks again, guys, and
Thanks.
remember to like and subscribe, share all that good stuff, and we'll catch you next month.